ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another weekend of the Ice Sports Forum. I'm Angelo Pontillo, bringing you all the live action here for the Gray Wolves. And this week we are taking on the Red Army, who seem to be looking average at this point, from a team that looked like they were going to be on a very poor, or I guess season if you want to call it. A team that was projected to go just about 4-8, and if they could win any games at all, and now they have 3 wins. So one more win, you know, they'll be just at the point, and then an opportunity to make something happen. But nevertheless, this has been a team that, you know, has really been on the move. This is the loss to the Yellow Jackets last week. And it's going to be big here to see if the Gray Wolves can finally get back on momentum and see if they can break their 3.5-game losing streak against a team like the Red Army. Meanwhile, it is possible, you know, Lightning Ludamezza leading the team in goal scoring. You know, if he can continue to score goals and make the accurate shots, we'll be in for a good time, and we just may have what it takes. And as for the rest of the supporting crew, you know, if Rick Gallant can get back to his scoring ways and the ways that he used to be, that would also help us out too. But so far, we haven't seen Jim Thomas out there, and that could definitely affect us here on the way the Gray Wolves play against the Red Army. Returning now to the broadcasting booth after a short time of temporary play, about 3-4 weeks, is Angelo Pontillo, Red Army defenseman, and he's back up there in the broadcast booth.
Hey Ange, thanks for having me back up here. It's fun. A little sad watching that last game. Wanted to be on the ice, and I'd rather be on the ice right now than up here, but you know, it's still nice what you're doing here, help the guys out. They really appreciate it, I know that, and looking forward to a great game.
Definitely, that would have made this matchup, of course, as usual, always great whenever Angelo Pontillo could be out there for the Red Army going up against his former team. But things happen for a reason, and we wish you the safe best in your recovery.
Yep, Doc says it'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. We'll see how long. We'll go from there.
And with that, the buzzer just sounded, meaning we are ready to play some hockey. As both teams now are getting set in their benches and trying to determine their lineup spots. It'll be interesting to see which players that they will set out for both of their starting lineups here today.
Yeah, it'll be kind of funny because I was talking to Lou before the game, and he mentioned that it was Tom Buchholz's birthday today, so we'll see if he's had any pregame celebrations, if he's playing with a level head, or if he's got party on his mind for later.
And that's a little bit interesting. Rick Gallant, you know, he doesn't have his jersey or whatever, but it has both arrows on it.
That was from a long time ago.
Meanwhile, the Red Army have their starting lineup out there. Playing at right wing is John Madalena. On left wing, Dave Garrick. Neil Armstrong, the captain, will be playing center. And back at defense is the Red Army defensive duo, Guy Roberge and Larry Rapal. And as for the Gray Wolves, their starting lineup, Ludamezza at center, Marty Russell will be playing at right wing, Mark Giacomin at left wing, and on defense it'll be Phil Field and Steve Paganella. And it looks like Jim Thomas is going to be able to be in the game after all. And that is definitely a relief for Gray Wolves right here.
Yeah, we heard a lot of traffic problems on the I-4 today, so everybody's late.
Perhaps maybe that could be the reason why I heard in the other game the Green Hornets didn't have a lot of players showing up and they had to use some sub-out players.
Absolutely.
But it looks like now they're making a change for Steve Paganella. In his place at the left defense is Tom Buchholz, and we begin the game as Phil Field gets the pass over to Demezza. John Madalena knocks it away, and Armstrong's going to get there. Armstrong on the right side. He's looking to make something happen. He takes the shot early. Strader knocks it away. Giacomin now with the puck. Gets it over to Marty Russell. Marty Russell has nobody around him as he enters Red Army zone. He takes a shot to the right side as Guy Roberge takes the shot. He's going to try to knock it around. Phil Field stops it. He's going to take the shot himself. Trying to get the pass off to Mark Giacomin. Doesn't quite get it there. He slips as he takes the shot. Larry Rapon now in his own end, looking to try to clear out the puck. Phil Field stops it. He'll get it over. On the other side, gets it over to Guy Roberge. Roberge struggling to get the puck out of there as Mark Giacomin finally jabs it loose. John Madalino looking to clear out the puck. Phil Field stops it. And Phil Field on the end around, getting covered by Dave Garrett, gets the pass off to Tom Buchholz. Buchholz off the boards. He will clear it out. And Larry Wood will be playing in at goal for the Red Army in place of Lonnie Herman. Perhaps maybe Herman is late or he has some other things going on. As Rick Alon takes the shot, gets it over to Russell. No one there, and instead it gets over to Neil Armstrong, who is covered by Paganella, getting the puck off to Rick Alon. Gallant on the right side, being covered by a bunch of Red Army players. Jim Thomas taking the shot off of Larry Wood as Gallant slipped. Or excuse me, it looked like a stick tripped him up, and that's gonna.
Yeah, somebody got a piece of their stick on the ice and skated over top of it.
And from the indication of the referee, it looks like it'll be John Madalena. Yeah, for a guy who only moves around with the stick, you know that could be a lot if you run into Madalena's stick.
I heard they brought up John Madalena this year from the minors just for that roughhousing stuff, to protect the star players. And I guess he didn't like him going towards the goalie like that, so John took him out. Good
Perhaps
job,
there may
John.
be a Red Army bounty scandal that could be in place. Don't know what Neil Armstrong has up his sleeve today, but anything can happen.
Keep in mind, 3 penalties and you're out. Oh, net off the mooring there. I think the ref stopped the play there.
Yeah, it looked like he stopped the play a little bit too early. Had he not stopped it, Paganella would have had a nice goal.
Absolutely.
10:13 to go here in the first period. We are still scoreless. And as the face-off here, Luda Meza and Tom Finley will take it. And Finley clears out the puck as Arnie Strader is there for protection for the Grey Wolves. On the other side is Steve Paganella now with the puck. He's in his own end looking for a player. And he'll find Luda Meza on the right side. And Sabler gets past, DeMeza gets past Sabler. As the puck is now over, Jim Thomas lets the puck go, and there's a tripping by Tom Buchholz. That is exactly what we did not need from Tom Buchholz, and that's going to hurt right there. Stick out in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, they got caught flat-footed. They had a quick breakout there. A pass from the Grey Wolves there went to the point, but he didn't see his point man not there. So those are the things that happen. Trying to catch up. Tom made a beautiful inside move though, and he just got a piece of that stick.
And from what looked like it was going to be a good opportunity for the Grey Wolves on a power play, turns now into a 4-on-4 matchup. As the puck is back over to Roberge, he gets it past Russell, entering the Grey Wolf end, and Phil Field's going to pick up on the puck. He's going to look on the left side, and taken away is by Guy Roberge, but that's going to be an offsides.
Just a little offside. Yeah, off the camera there, I could see Madalena and Buchholz jarring in the penalty box. I'm not sure if they're going to be starting a big fisticuff over there. We'll have to see how that develops.
For Madalena, I would recommend not to get in a fist or an altercation with Tom Buchholz, because you know what he can do physically to you.
I think I heard him say Bud Light, and Tom yelled back Miller Light. I wasn't sure though.
Yeah, in an altercation with beer, that'll definitely be the one thing that'll get the players going. As Pierre Carib gets the pass off to Rapon, intercepted by Rick Alon, but he gives the puck right over to Joe Mastrin as the puck gets cleared out for the icing call. And this game is important for both teams, as this game will probably determine who is going to be playing who in the semifinals. Looking at the winner of this game playing the Yellow Jackets, and the loser of this game going to have to face the Green Hornets.
Wow, that's huge. Either get 1 game or 2 games.
And Gallant trying to pass it to his teammate instead. Neil Armstrong comes up with it instead. Trying to get past Phil Field. He'll take the shot. Arnie Strader knocks it away. Now the puck to Rapah. Knocked away. And now it's Mark Giacomin and the Grey Wolves are on the move. Gets it open to Rick Gallant. Trying to set up to a teammate, and Guy Roberge knocks the puck away. And back in Red Army possession. As the puck is now over to Jim Thomas. And the puck off of Gallant. And now it's Les Sabler with the puck. Trying to get the puck out to Garrett.
Power play here. Here goes Neil.
And now Neil Armstrong on the left side. He'll take the shot. And is completely off target, off the net.
They didn't get all of it that time.
And Dave Garrett on the right side taking the shot. Now it's over to Ludameza. He's going to clear it out the other way. No one's going to get to it for the Grey Wolves, but it'll be Les Sabler with it. Now it's over to Dave Garrett. Demeza will now take it and clear it out. Ooh. And Larry Wood stops it. As Les Sabler now has the puck, has a lot of room to work with as we're now officially back to full strength. Both teams making changes in their lineup. Ludameza with the puck now looks like he's playing defense and gets the puck over to Steve Paganella. Paganella loses the puck to the Red Army. Now it's back to Sabler, who was playing defense. And now it's to Finley. Looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication there for the Red Army. And it looks like there's going to be some kind of penalty coming up. I believe it may have been tripping.
It might be offside. It just got on the outside of the blue line when he made that behind the back pass there, which put him offside. And I think if he would have kept it in, it would have been good.
And it looks like it is going to be an offside, but just from all that mess that was up in between, it almost looked like one player was tripping up another. As it'll be Ludamez and Tom Finley on the face-off. As now over to Jim Thomas, gets the pass off to Paganella. Paganella looks for Oseda. He does. Oseda's going to get it to Larry Sincata. Sincata on the right side. He's going to look for the end around, trying to take the shot. No, he keeps the puck. Now it's over to Demeza. Now it's Oseda. Oseda off a Red Army guy. Sincata takes the desperate shot, but instead Steve Grossel for the Red Army comes up with it. He flips it high in the air, gets it over everybody, and he's going to get to Joe Masherin on the right side. Puck stopped by Grosso. Getting it over to Jim Thomas. Now it's to Steve Paganella in the Red Army zone. Paganella's going to make a move. And Demez's going to take the shot, hits the board again. Now it's to Tom Finley. He's going to clear it out. And Arnie Strader will signal for the icing call, and he'll get it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of end-to-end action here. High tempo right here, I'll tell you that. Neither one of these teams want to lose, so it's a good, well-matched game. Yeah, that couple plays back there when Neil Armstrong was trying to go around Phil Fields. As soon as he went behind the net there after completed the shot, Phil kind of just kept going into the boards and kind of like give him a little bit of a body push. That was suspect. That could have been called a penalty, but these refs are letting them play, so hats off to the referees, and let's see if the guys can keep their composure.
But the bigger question, it looks like here, is depending on this game and which opponent's looking hot, it's almost as if you have to wonder if you want to intentionally try to lose this game to play a Green Hornets team that's sort of struggling, or just continue and then take your challenges and your hits against the Yellow Jackets who are looking very hot.
Well, we'll leave that up for the reporters, but I know when I'm playing, I want to win.
I bet you do. And now Mark Giacomin's on the left-hand side looking for a player. He's going to look for the setup, but it's not there, and it gets cleared out. And Strader gets it over to Phil Field in his own end. And Phil Field trying to find Buchholz off his stick, and now it's to Rick Line. And he slips off the boards. And the Red Army pick up on the puck instead. It's over to the left side, and it's Neil Armstrong. He's got Karib to work with. And just off the stick of Karib. And then trying to set up Armstrong, and the puck goes past Armstrong. As it's now to Russell. And he clears it out. Rich Stack stops the puck. He'll get off the boards, intended for Karib. And Karib's going to take the shot. Strader knocks it away. Puck now to Rick Gallant. And Gallant on the left side. He's going to clear out the puck. As it's now to Steve Grosso. Grosso now on Masherin. And making a move is Jim Thomas off of Steve Grosso. He'll take the shot. And he regains possession of the puck as it's now to Gallant. Gallant trying to set up to Giacomin off his stick. Could not set up for the shot in time. And the puck gets cleared out for an icing call.
A lot of effort, a lot of work there. Looking at Ira Lussman in front of that net there. He was just waiting, causing traffic jam, just waiting to make sure that the puck would come to him, hoping for a nice little quick tap in, but not to happen. Red Army did a good job clearing up that puck.
And now it's Finley versus DeMeza back in the Red Army zone. As the puck is now to Rich Stack looking to clear it out. It's now to the Gray Wolves. Steve Paganella looking to set up. And instead he finds no one but Red Army players there. Steve Grosso clearing it out. Chuck Falbo there to the rescue, stops the puck. He's going to pass it back to DeMeza. DeMeza's going to skate around looking for an open opportunity. And he loses the puck in the process, but he quickly regains control of it. Now over to Jim Thomas. Thomas now looking for an open where, hey, Red Army being a little bit lethargic. He'll take the shot. Larry Wood knocks it away. Stack now off the boards. Stopped by Paganella. Paganella to the left side, gets through Rich Stack, unbelievable move. Now DeMeza has a real chance, trying to set up, and just perhaps maybe a little bit too much setup for Larry Wood to make the save. And now Oseda's gonna get his turn, he'll take the shot. Off of DeMeza, and it's in! Steve Paganella with the finish. Oseda took the shot, and then it was Steve Paganella on the rebound, and he gets it past Larry Wood into the net. 1-0 Gray Wolves here with 3:25.
Off the crossbar too, I might add. Or sorry, the post, I might add. Right post.
And
not a lot of room there, not a lot of room. Threaded the needle.
And it doesn't get any better for the Gray Wolves now with an upstart 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's been going back and forth. I don't think that's going to stop. I think this is going to stay a close game.
And there's the face-off. It was Dave Garrick versus Rick Alon. And now Tom Buchholz off on the move. He's going to take the shot himself, and he misses the net completely. And now Kareem looking for his own man, trying to find Madalena. Instead, it's Rick Alon who will take the puck away. Gallant finds Oseda. Now back to Madalena. Looking to set up for Roberge. Now it's to Kareem. From Kareem now, trying to get it to Rapah. Instead, it's back to Buchholz. Now to Oseda. He's looking for Rick Alon. Open chance right here. Takes the shot. Completely misses the net. Oseda looking to set up from Sincata.
Surprising, especially when Rick is pretty accurate like that.
Gallant now looking for someone to set it up to. Instead, Kareem takes it away. Back to Buchholz, he slips. Look out. Madalena clearing it out, and Dave Garrick's going to get to the puck first before Gallant. He's going to set up to Kareem. Kareem looking to take the shot, and Phil Field comes in the way.
Buchholz getting back slow. I think he might have hurt that dip on the way down.
As the puck is now, who's going to have it, Oseda or Gallant? And it looks like Gallant's going to let Oseda take the puck down as he's entering Red Army zone. He's looking to set up, takes the shot, and it's off the other way. Madalena's looking to try to get to the puck, but instead Tom Buchholz comes up with it. Buchholz taking the shot, Tom Finley knocking it away. And now Guy Roberge on the other side. And Grosso's going to take the puck himself and clear it out. But Jim Thomas makes the stop. Now it's over to Marty Russell, and he's got Rick Gallant to work with on the left side. Gallant heavily covered by Rich Stack. Steve Grosso takes it away, hits the post. That could have been dangerous there.
The heck was he shooting at?
That could have been an own goal, and you know how embarrassing that is. Speaking of which, there's Steve Grosso, wide open shot. He's going to take it. Strader knocks it away. Good job by Arnie Strader. Shows the defense. Marty Russell gets the pass off now to Mark Giacomin into the Red Army zone. He's got DeMeza and Jim Thomas to work with. Thomas looking to set up. Instead, it's Rich Stack. And he's going to clear it out. Quickly stopped by Paganella. And Paganella's going to get the pass off to DeMeza. DeMeza has an open shot. Lightning was going to take it. Larry Wood knocks it high and out of the ring.
It actually went right off the defenseman's stick. He got last second, got a piece of the stick, and it deflected over the net.
A big bounce, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it was awesome. Good luck for the Red Army. Yeah, you can see like Red Army's had 2 opportunities now. They can't capitalize. That could come back to hurt them or haunt them. 41 seconds left in the first period.
And as Angelo has mentioned, we're now under a minute. Gray Wolves right here. Let's see if they can try to put up more points on the board. And it's the 2 captains that'll face off. As is now back to Falbo, or excuse me, back to Paganella from Falbo. Now Demeza with the shot. Puck bouncing everywhere now. Demeza's gonna take another shot, and it hits the top post, or the top shelf where they keep the peanut butter and jelly. And Lightning Lou extends the lead 2-0 for the Gray Wolves.
I hate Lou Demeza.
And there he is raising the stick, you know. He's gotta love it. He's loving it right now.
Finney, he rose his stick. That's beers for everybody. I'll be there to collect.
And you know, if Finney gets a hold of this, he's definitely not gonna like this. But Lightning Lou, he deserved that goal too.
Well, to me it looked like Lou was just cherry picking in front of the net. We'll see what he has to say about that later.
I'm gonna hold you to that too.
No, it was a nice goal. He just snapped it right in the top shelf there. That's Larry Wood being defenseless right there.
Especially when the puck is bouncing all that way and it's like he doesn't know how, he wasn't able to really like, you know, stop the puck somehow. And
3 seconds left, we just on the clock.
There's really nothing the Red Army could do there as soon as that happened. It's like now with the first period coming to a close, they got to reevaluate and see what's going on.
Just like I was saying just, what, a minute before, it's like they don't capitalize, it'll come back and haunt them, and sure enough, they lost the control in front of the net there. Lou was there to capitalize. The game's far from over, 2-0. The score is not indicative of the play out there, that's for sure.
And on that note, 2-0 here at the end of the first period. As Arnie Strader and Larry Wood will switch sides, we will have the second period coming up to you, and we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back here, folks, to the second period. As it gets underway, it's Armstrong versus Demeza taking the face-off. Now back to Buckholz to Phil Field. And Kareem's going to get in the way, knocks it away from Phil Field, but the Red Army regain in control of the puck. As Guy Roberge now trying to knock it away. But Lou Demeza comes through, looking to get past Roberge, trying to set up, and Madalena will try to knock it away. Buckholz quickly stops the puck. He's looking to set up. Off of Sincata's skate. Now it's Oseda. Looking to take the shot. Sincata. And there's the puck. It's sitting there. And look at how aggressive that is. Just
across the goal line.
It may have. But looking
between his legs.
It went between his legs. I mean, there's really no conclusive evidence. It'll be based on the players, but now it's up to the referees to decide if they're going to give him the goal or not. And from where the position is, it looks like Larry Wood comes up with a save after that mesh spot.
Well, when he goes down in that butterfly style, he holds himself hostage to a lot of rebounds. And that was unfortunately, you got Larry Sincata being aggressive there, going for the loose puck, I might add. It wasn't hidden or anything, so I mean, it's free game at that point.
But it's kind of like shots like that where you wish that there were like cameras right by the net or whatever, sensors to indicate whether the puck went into the net or not, regardless of this if this is house league or not.
Well, they got to push Larry into the net in order for that puck to cross the line, so I don't think that's going to happen. You're not allowed to push on the goal like that.
As there's a face-off, and it's going to be Les Sabler that clears out the puck. That's going to go for an icing call.
You can see the Grey Wolves aren't easing up any, so the Red Army just has to kind of breathe, relax, play positional hockey, and get back in the game. Both sides are fully benched, so it can be a time with guys getting tired.
And plenty of depth on both teams.
Yep.
Finley and Galan on the face-off. And the Red Army quickly gain possession of the puck, and it's now to Steve Grosso, and quickly coming in the way is Jim Thomas, preventing a breakaway for Steve Grosso. And as Grosso knocks the puck away from Thomas, he's struggling to look for a teammate to get the puck off too.
tell you that Jim Thomas has really improved over from last season to this season. He's got all that rust out.
Gallant from Giacomin. And there is a goal by Marty Russell. How about that?
Timely rebound.
Rebound by Marty Russell was just the right thing the Grey Wolves needed. And that'll extend the lead to 3-0 with 10:43 in the second.
Says you Homer. I'm going for the Red Army.
Maybe you need to be the voice of the Red Army versus...
No, they'll do well. It's only 3-0. They'll come back.
Red Army, though, they may try to come back, but it's been... I don't think I've ever seen a game where they were able to come back from such a deficit such as 3-0.
Well, here you go.
Giacomin's going to take the shot. No goal. It almost went across the line, but Rich Stack with the power shot comes in and takes it away.
Well, maybe they'll get too big for their britches and get too fancy and let the Red Army in. Let's see. Could have easily been 4-0 there. That's the Red Army for you. Come back, buddy. Come back, come back.
Gallant with the shot, and Larry Wood comes up with the save.
We just need a timely break here. Get back into the action, get into the flow thing. I mean, Guy Roberge can take it to the net. I mean, Larry Park can dump it out. I mean, you got Neil and Dave Garrick up on forwards. They're both capable scorers.
And there's Neil Armstrong with the puck. He's off to the races. He's trying to get around Phil Field, looking to take a shot, and it's knocked away. Grey Wolves with the defense. Buckle trying to clear it out. Stop by Rapod to Garrick, and now Chuck Falbo has the puck. Now it's back to Garrick. Looking to make a move off stick handling, and there's an open Neil Armstrong on the left side. Phil Field knocks it away. Now it's to Garrick taking the shot, and deflected off a straighter. Roberge with the shot. And now this is to Don DeSaunders. DeSaunders putting the puck high and through the net. Are you kidding me? Don DeSaunders! Oh my gosh! And that is the biggest goal I think you will see on the over 50. That is probably the biggest play.
Well, it took a bad bounce, just like we were watching those 197-foot shots last night. And the goalie's got to have everything covered up. Larry should have had his stick between his pads, and he didn't. And that spot was there, and took a lucky bounce. But you know,
a very lucky bounce.
Unlucky
can you
for
say
the Red Army?
Can you say the Postala of the over 50 hockey? Remember that clip that we were watching last night?
Absolutely.
Although it wasn't 197 feet, but nevertheless a big high shot like that.
Well, what is it from the blue line in?
And it's now Ludameza as two Red Army players tangle up with each other, and Ludameza still with the puck. Gets the pass to Phil Field. Field takes the shot, hits Larry Wood's leg pad. Grey Wolves trying to get another goal in, but 4-0 already with 8:41 to go in the second.
We're not out of it yet.
And now it's Buck Colts on the left side. He's going to get off the boards, and he's going to get cleared out, and for the icing call.
Well, we'll have to see what happens here, because usually when we take a big lead, the team always comes back and ties us up. Now it's our turn to come back and tie it up.
But just as they're getting set up, just talking a little bit more about the dishonors, and then we'll get off the issue for your sake.
Oh man!
But being a homer for the Grey Wolves, I just have to talk about that was an unbelievable shot.
They say just keep shooting the puck to the net, and good things will happen. And there you go. That's a perfect example. Follow that, and sure enough, it went in. So all kids watching out there, great thing to do. Shoot at the net.
And as Pierre Carib tried to get the puck, but now Gallant takes it away and to Mark Giacomin on the left side. Giacomin getting around Rich Stack, looking to set up to Marty Russell. Nothing there as Pierre Carib gets the puck off to Rich Stack. Stack getting it passing off the boards to Carib. Fighting with Jim Thomas, and there goes Pierre Carib. But Steve Paganella gets to the puck first. Tom Finley trying to stop it, and it gets over to Mark Giacomin instead. And the Grey Wolves are on the move. Rick along on the left side. Russell's being covered. He's looking to set up over to Jim Thomas. Rich Stack stopped by Steve Grosso's skate. Puck sitting there, and now it's Mark Giacomin with it. As he regains control, gets in the Red Army zone. It looks like he's going to take it himself the way he's playing. Nope, he's going to pass it to Gallant, taking the shot, and he misses the net. Putting over to Jim Thomas, setting up to Rick Gallant. He's going to wind up with a shot, takes it, hits the glass. Marty Russell with the shot, and it's in! Marty Russell. Or was it Marty Russell? Yeah, it was Marty.
That wasn't in. Mark just raised his hands, fooling around. He was trying to burn Larry Wood.
You're right. Now that I look at it, I thought it was in. It looked like the puck bounced from Larry Wood underneath him and then across the line. Apparently that wasn't the case according to the ref. It is still 4-0.
I think you need to calm down, Mr. Broadcaster.
Hey now. I'm doing my job here. You're just the man with the broken arm and the clothes on.
Oh.
Ludameza over to Phil Field. He's going to take the shot, bounces off of Larry Rapah. He's going to pass it off the boards to Dave Garrick, who's got open room on the left side. And Phil Field knocks the puck away. To Madalena. And Strader trying to hold up for his own, and it gets knocked away. Getting past Roberge. Roberge struggling to get to the puck. Oh, and he levels Chuck Falbo. And he trips up Guy Roberge. How about that? Chuck Falbo says, you're not going to get away without leveling me like that. You're going to pay somehow.
I wonder if they both got it. Because Chuck grabbed his leg too, or did he just fall over top of him?
I think Chuck did something, because there's no way where you're going to do something like level Chuck Falbo and then nicely get away with it.
Oh, I don't know.
Guy Roberge is definitely going to be in the box, and it looks like he's going to be accredited with the play. Chuck Falbo's going to get away. So a power play for the Grey Wolves here in the Red Army zone.
How unfortunate.
That's something Andy and Clyde would say.
Great.
Puck off.
Well, they have nothing to hold back for this, so any opportunity they should go. Forget playing like power play, just go after the puck.
As for the Grey Wolves here, what a game for them so far. As Demeza gets on the right side, gets past Rapah, trying to set up, and Neil Armstrong comes away with the puck instead. Phil Field with the puck. Trying to get it to Demeza instead, Neil Armstrong comes away with the puck. And he's going to go ahead and clear it out as Arnie Strader stops it and will feed the puck off to Tom Buchholz. Getting the puck off to Demeza, now to Sincata. And getting in the way is Karib, and he will hold up Sincata. Luckily, he will be able to get back to the puck. Rapah off of Oseda. And Buchholz now will take up the puck. A minute left in the power play as he sets it up to Demeza. And now Sincata on the rebound, and he's got it in.
One-timer Sincata. Nice. Knew where he was going with it. Again, Larry Wood being down, so as soon as the play's in there, Larry Wood goes down. It's tough. Typically, it almost looks like, and I'm not making excuses, but the guys usually play for Lonnie to be standing up, make that 1 or 2 saves, and then they clear it. Not being able to be mobile behind the net, I think they're surprised them that they got so many rebounds in front. But you still got to play that way. You still got to clear it out.
But I'm just a little bit surprised because you have Larry Wood in the net right now, and in the last game against the Green Hornets, he held up big, only allowing 1 goal against a team like the Green Hornets. But yet, when you have a team like the Grey Wolves scoring, he's already given up 5 goals. He's already given up 5 goals, and it's not even the end of the second period yet.
Well, they didn't put the pressure on these guys like the Grey Wolves are. The Grey Wolves are, you know, all first period and up to this point in time, they have not let up. They caught the Red Army flat-footed a couple times, some missed shots, some bad bounces, and 5-0. Wow.
It almost looks a whole lot like the Grey Wolves from last season when they were able to put up similar scores like that against the Red Army.
But keep in mind, remember what happened last season.
Oh, I know what happened last season. The Gray Wolves were the cream of the crop of the league, and then an unfortunate loss to the Yellow Jackets cut an amazing season short.
Yeah, so you just never know in the over 50. That's what's so great about it.
As Giacomin now in the deep slot looking to set up to Gallant. Gallant struggling to take the shot as Rich Stack was heavily defending him. And now Gallant looking for another opportunity. Takes a shot over to Marty Russell. And he finally scores his second goal. There will be no questions asked there. And it's 6-0 Gray Wolves, 4:34 to go in the second.
That's one save, then the second save off of Marty. And then quick hands. You know how quick his hands were? He got that puck across the crease and popped it into the empty net. That was all like tic-tac-toe for him. For a big guy, he's got pretty soft hands. I still think the Red Army can come back though.
But now with the Gray Wolves with the 6-0 lead. Oh, and that's misfortunes is going to get worse for the Red Army here. Rich Stack is going to get the delayed penalty for tripping Giacomin. And he's just going to go ahead and let the puck go. He knew that there was nothing else he could do as soon as he tripped up Giacomin. And another power play coming up for the Gray Wolves. In the meantime, though, because Gray Wolves are now up by 6 goals, you know the clock is going to continue to roll down.
Well, we'll see if they catch on to that. They might not. I'm not going to say nothing either. But I think on that last one, if you really noticed in slow motion, Mark jumped. So I don't think Rich even got a piece of it. He jumped and rolled in midair. He faked that toe. And they should have got the penalty right there. The Gray Wolves should have got a penalty for unsportsmanlike for Mark jumping up in the air and acting like that. He's just worried about his plus minus. He needs to get back in the game.
Here we go. And Guy Roberge now is going to take the puck as he enters Gray Wolves zone. He'll take the shot. He'll take another rebound shot. Almost went in. And the Gray Wolves come away that was a big escape right there.
I hope he's okay. He crashed on the net pretty hard.
It looked like Field crashed into the net a little bit. He's slow to get up.
If he doesn't take that net out, we still might have had another shot at that.
And it looks like he's going to shake it off, and he's doing well.
Yeah, they're probably giving the Gray Wolves a 2-minute penalty for delay of game for taking the net off the hinges there on purpose.
Now. For color commentator, you seem pretty Red Army fanatic right now.
There it is.
And with that shot,
oh, how did he make that save?
Arnie Strader with another phenomenal save. Dave Garrick looked like he just about had that goal, but Arnie Strader denied him. He said, no, I have that one.
He's playing Thursday night hockey or the sea hockey right now.
That's what's making him improve so much on his game.
Maybe.
As Roberge gets the pass off to Rapah, and he's going to go ahead and clear it out. As Phil Field will slowly get to the puck. Gets it off to Demeza. Demeza from him to Falbo, but taken away is Neil Armstrong. Going to try to set up to Garrick. Now Roberge quickly takes the puck. He'll take the shot. Armstrong aggressively getting to the puck. Gets past Demeza. Roberge comes up with the shot. Red Army struggling to put the puck in the net here, as it's now back to Rapah. And taking off with it is going to be Lou Demeza. Lightning Lou off to the races, entering the Red Army territory. He's only got Rapah to beat. He's going to pass it to Dishonors, taking the shot. And Larry Wood knocks the puck away.
Yeah, Larry made a save, and then Tom or one of the guys took it right from Larry. So
as Armstrong passes the puck back to Roberge, deflects off of Sincata, and Phil Field will knock it away. Getting the puck over to Paganella, now back to Phil Field, entering the Red Army zone.
Unbelievable. 4-on-1.
And now Phil Field's going to take the shot. Rapah knocks it high.
Good defensive play by Rapah. Just staying on his position. That's all you can do.
10 seconds left on the power play here. Joe Mastron has the puck. He's got Tom Finley to work with. Trying to get it past Paganella. He struggles too, and Paganella comes away with the puck as we're now entering full strength again. And Oseda intercepts the puck. He's going to get it over to Jim Thomas, now to Sincata. Puck to Oseda, now stopped by Sabler. He's going to clear out the puck. Players wanting to signal for the icing call or excuse me, having Strader signal it, but instead he's going to let the puck go, get it over to Paganella. Puck now back from Kareev to Sabler, now to Kareev again. Masherin looking to finish, and there's going to be a penalty. Joe Masherin, as the camera was going off, got plastered by a gray wolf, and that gray wolf is going to be not Matt Serena. He's on the Green Hornets, but it's going to be Steve Paganella.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve.
Wow.
Sorry, Matt. Bad mouthing Matt. No. If Steve was the only guy in front of that helping old Arnie. He didn't know who he was hitting. He just knocked him over.
I hope the pain medications are kicking in right now where you're forgetting people's names.
Well, you gotta like Ira Lussman. He's getting in there, getting right in on top of the goalie, fighting for every inch.
Who do you think's Ira Lussman?
You mean, I was talking to Joe Masherin. What did I say?
You said Ira Lussman.
Oh my God. Maybe my meds haven't kicked off yet.
If Ira Lussman, if you're listening to this video on behalf of Angelo Pontello, Red Army defenseman, I apologize. We're not intentionally trying to compare you to anybody at all, or trying to, making a bad name for you. We think you're a good player. As the puck is now over to Armstrong on the right side, entering the Grey Wolf zone. He's going to take the shot. Goes past. Now it's over to Garrick on the rebound. Now back over to Thomas. He's going to clear this puck out. 47 seconds to go in the second. Rory Wood stops the puck. And he's going to get over to Gallant. He's going to get the pass back to Giacomin. To Marty Russell. No one was there for the setup. And now Giacomin with the puck again. Now to Marty Russell. Puck now back to Russell. He's going to take the shot. Gallant trying to finish, but instead Neil Armstrong comes away with it. And Jim Thomas now with the puck. 10 seconds to go. And he's going to get the pass off to Giacomin on the right side. Time for one more shot if he can. He'll take it. He'll miss, but that's going to do it for the second. 6-0 Grey Wolves. And it looks pretty apparent here by the score that the Grey Wolves are on their way to breaking a 3.5 losing game streak here. And we're about to come away with the win. Got one more period to play out. Arnie Strader with a phenomenal performance so far.
He's just saying how his defense is stopping more than he was.
And as the defense finally is kicking in this week's game, and it's definitely showing in the score line.
Well, I'm kind of surprised because we've had at least 4 good opportunities to score, missed on every one. Grey Wolves have had a couple of lucky bounces, but they're also capitalizing, and that hurts. You gotta keep going, but you know what? It's all about the fun of the game and keeping on going, so we'll see what happens here.
For the viewers' sake, Angelo is referring to the Red Army's opportunities here to try to score on the Grey Wolves. They have not come away with a goal so far. And for them, I don't know. I mean, of course it is possible to come back 6 goals in the third period, but it's highly unlikely. You're going to have to flap your wings and angels in the outfield in order to get some kind of miracle.
No, it just takes consistency. If they go down and they get 3 lucky breaks, we did that when we were playing the Green Hornets. We were down 4-something to the old pucks or whatever, and within 3 minutes we were tied game. So anything can happen. Saying we're going to win this one 7-6 in a shootout.
That's some pretty big odds there. As we begin the third period. Falbo versus Finley. Finley looking to try to get to the puck. And he's going to get to the puck. As he gets the pass off to Grosso, looking for Joe Masherin, who's going to get past the Saunders. And Masherin looking to set up. Almost an opportunity there for the Red Army. But the Grey Wolves come away with the puck. And Rapal was going to try to stop the puck. He does, but not before it gets into his own zone. As Roberge gets the pass back to Rapal. and Dishonest is going to knock it away for the Grey Wolves.
You know, I'd almost be tempted to yell over at Neil and say, tell Larry Wood to sit out for a while and just put on all attackers. I mean, there's nothing to lose, 11 minutes left. I mean, this game means so much, we need to get back into it.
As Joe Masterin's open on the right side, he's going to take the shot. Arnie Schrader was all prepared for him. Puck over to Rapah. He's going to wind up for the shot. It's knocked away, or tipped away, and Ludamez is going to take off with it as he enters the Red Army zone. He's got Falbo to work with and more Grey Wolves coming up. Buckholz with the puck.
Seems to be moving okay with that that ankle injury.
As the puck is now over to Tom Finley. And the puck is going to slowly come to a stop. Tom Buckholz is going to get the pass off to Lightning Lou. He's got room to work with until the 4 Red Army players just coming in the way, dispossess him, and now from Rich Stack to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to evade Jim Thomas. He's going to look to try to set up. No one was there, and he was forced to give the puck up. Rich Stack is going to try to take a shot off of Jim Thomas.
Yeah, Rich Stack yelled too much too loud, and Neil thought he was in the slot. Unfortunately, we threw away that chance there. He should have shot it to the net.
Jim Thomas on the left side looking for a chance here. He's going to try to set up to Lou. Nice little shot attempt there, but it does not go in. I like that little end-around shot by Lou.
Johnny.
9:44 to go in this game as the clock is still continuing to run down. Grey Wolves have a 6-0 lead over the Red Army. But in a real note, it's looking pretty clear right now as to who's going to be coming away with the win. As Oseda's looking for Gallant, now over to Pierre Carib. Gets past Carib, Grey Wolves regain possession of the puck. Puck getting cleared out, now over to Neil Armstrong. Marty Ackerman trying to get back, and Schrader denies Neil Armstrong. As the puck now back with Jim Thomas, and intercepted by Armstrong, but quickly knocked away by Sincata. That's the defense we need there. As Gallant now on the left side, he's going to look to try to find some attempt, but he loses the puck in the process, regains control of it, getting it to Oseda, now to Giacomin, trying to set up, and he just shoots it too far. And slowly skating back for the puck is Jim Thomas. Gets past Finley. Now Finley coming up again. From Giacomin now to Marty Russell, who will clear the puck out into the Red Army end. And Guy Roberge now has the puck. Phil Field trying to get it to Gallant, but instead Paganella will get to it.
Oh, fasting. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say that.
And with that shot, Paganella puts the puck in the net. 7-0 Grey Wolves as the 8-minute mark is passed here.
I gotta say nothing. It's all good for everybody, right? I'm drinking water.
How about that?
Because the meds, oxycodone, and alcohol is not good. And I'm just getting it out of my system.
And now maybe we need to get out the stat book or whatever for their Grey Wolves to see if, because the highest they've ever scored was 9 goals, and they're 3 goals away now from getting 10. As Paganella's looking back for more. Masterin with the puck. Gets stripped loose by Demeza as he is back. Stops it. Gets it over to Phil Field. Trying to get it over to Paganella, but instead goes past and for the icing call. But what a game this has been for the Grey Wolves. A big turnaround from what we've seen in the past several weeks from them.
Take care, buddy.
From a team that was looking lethargic the past 4 or 5 weeks, now all of a sudden look like the Grey Wolves of last season. As is now Dave Garrick will take the face-off for the Red Army versus Ludameza. Puck now over to Pierre Carib. Kareem looking for Rich Stack instead. Chuck Falbo holds him up. And Les Sabler goes back for the puck. Gets the pass off to Rich Stack. Stack now looking for a man, but instead he clears it out. Kareem's going to try to look to set up to someone. He's going to set up to Garrick. Garrick's going to take the shot too high. And a cross check by Phil Field. And he completely flattens out Kareem.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
As Phil Field gets to the box, time still continuing to tick down. 5:47 now remaining. Puck gets tipped back to Rich Stack. Now to Mark Giacomin, over to Jim Thomas. Jim Thomas entering the Red Army zone. He's going to wind up for the shot. Larry Wood makes a good save. He's going to catch the puck, drop it over to Rich Stack. Jim Thomas gets the puck, but bounces off his stick. Now to Dave Garrett. Puck now to DeMeza, being covered by 2 Red Army players. Gets the pass off to Jim Thomas. Thomas makes a nice move off for Rich Stack. Looking to set up, shoots! 8-0 Gray Wolves. Jim Thomas with an individual effort there. As we're now only 5 minutes away. But great individual effort by Jim Thomas. Gets the job done. And the Gray Wolves look like they're back in business here. Giacomin looking around. Instead, Red Army get to the puck. Finley's going to wind up for the shot. And he's going to trip Jim Thomas a little bit, but he's going to get away with it. Taking the shot was Joe Mashrin.
Looking for some action there.
Reverse now from Finley, taken away by Jim Thomas. Now it's Steve Grosso trying to get to the puck, but now Mark Giacomin is going to come on the breakaway on the left side. Looking for Gray Wolf teammates to work with. Rapag gets a piece of it. Now from Finley, this is Joe Mashrin. On the left side, being covered by Oseda. Mashrin still with the puck. And he finds nobody but Mark Giacomin for the Gray Wolves.
Put it right on his stick.
Stack's going to clear out the puck. And Jim Thomas now has it again.
Mark's looking a little tired right there. Gotta get 2 goals per minute.
Jim Thomas, I don't know what he did with the pass, but it looked a little bit airy. Neil Armstrong got to it, but Thomas was able to get the puck back quickly. Oseda looking like he was trying to avoid an offsides call there. As Phil Field jumps back into play. Armstrong looking for a teammate. Instead, Rick Gallant intercepts the puck with 3 minutes to go. Sincata entering the Red Army territory. Gets around Rich Stack. He's going to take the shot. Hits the boards. Now from Sincata, Oseda. Hits off and Larry Wood makes the save.
Yeah, it's evening time right now. Mercy rule, 6-0. You know, I think if they put a few more shots on net, we should be able to make it close. It's not over till the lady that weighs more than normal sings.
Yeah, I think she's already warming up her vocal cords from what I'm looking on the other side. But nevertheless, again, Gray Wolves come out. Unbelievable performance today. That's exactly the kind of performance they needed to get back into the swing of things. As Rick Gallant being a little bit held up by Sabler as he gets the pass off to Sincata. Now to Phil Field. He's going to wind up for the shot.
Bounce off everybody's head.
Under 2 minutes now, and Les Sabler slowly skating around. Gray Wolves not putting as much pressure on. Madalena trying to shoot it off, gets the pass off to Karib. Karib trying an end around, doesn't work. Tom Buckles comes away with it. Now the puck to Rick Gallant, gets it over to Sincata. Sincata still with the puck, takes a shot and it's in! Unbelievable! And it looked like Larry Wood didn't even try to stop it there. Sincata just took a regular shot, simple shot, nothing fantastic about it.
I think he just caught him off guard. I think Larry was expecting him to pass and just did a quick release shot.
And that puck looked like it went around the inside of the net there and out. 9-0 Gray Wolves. They have now tied their record for goals scored here with 1 minute left. Arnie Strader stops the puck, gets it over to Mark Giacomin in his own end. Lightning Lou's just going to go ahead and clear this puck out. And Larry Wood signaling for the icing call here. And with that, the icing in call, and I think the players are just slowly going to come back.
I don't think they can even drop the puck.
That's what I'm thinking, like with 25 seconds now and as the clock continues to roll down.
Well, the Red Army isn't going to have a chance to come back if they don't drop the puck.
I think they can't come back anyways. I don't think I've ever heard, yep, Giacomin's going to like fall down. And that's just going to do it right there. 10 seconds. Marty Russell getting it back over to Grosso's trying to take a shot there.
He's trying to break the shutout. Ain't going to happen.
Not going to happen here. And Arnie Strader and the Gray Wolves finally end their 3.5 losing game streak of disasters here and come away with a huge win over the Red Army. Final score, Gray Wolves 9, Red Army zilch.
Scoreboard only said 6-0.
Yeah, scoreboard and the timekeeper or whatever is trying to keep a mercy rule. But I know the goals when I see it. 9-0. Gray Wolves tied their record for most goals scored in a game. They haven't quite reached 10 yet, but today just wasn't the day. Trying to keep it simple, not trying to run the score up too much. But this was a game they needed, though, especially with that long losing streak that they've had. But for the first time, the Gray Wolves win a legit game in about a month.
So it's a birthday present for...
A big birthday present for Tom Buchholz. Exactly what they needed, a win here. And with that, I believe the playoffs are set. Gray Wolves will be taking on the Yellow Jackets March 24th in the semifinals game. So it'll be a rematch of last year's semifinal game where the Gray team takes on the Yellow, but this time it's going to be the Gray Wolves that are the underdogs.
That's right. We'll see how that turns out.
And in the other game, with this loss, the Red Army is officially going to be playing the Green Hornets in the semifinals. So same matchups just like last season, just probably a switch up of the seedings. This has been another production of Pontello Studios, and we'd like to welcome you guys back for next week's regular season finale against the Yellow Jackets. Same place, same time here at the iSports Forum. But what an unbelievable game. And the play, hey, I think our first star should go out to Don DeSaulniers after that big shot there.
Well, after that goal, they couldn't recoup.
And I know Rick Sasson would have loved to see something like that.
Hey, you're supposed to take it easy.
Big goal by DeSaulniers.
Something good there.
This was a big game that they needed to. They got it done here. But again, good job to the Gray Wolves. 9-0 final score of the Red Army. Here at the iSports Forum, I'm Angelo Pontello, and I hope everyone has a blessed evening.
Take one. you guys ran up the score. What?
Hey, watch the tape. You're right.
What?
Guess who's not losing another game this season?
Who, you guys aren't? Hey, what was that fake? That big fake and diving? Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Oh, come on now.
Hey, what do you work for? Some voyeur?
And what's with running up the score?
That's Larry. We're just dumping the puck in and they were going in. Yeah, you see Larry piling up?
Yeah, what's with running the score?
Goalie's pad. I want to apologize to him.
Huh? Getting so pissed off out there. Where's your sense of control?
You got a microphone on? It's called controlled chaos. What are you talking about? Number 2 or number 3? Big fucking baby. Was Tom here tonight? He was right tonight. He was crying.